Today's project has been living rent-free in my head ever since I upgraded the kitchen lights. This over here, it's really big and hard to show you. This is the light box from our old kitchen light, and it's literally the only thing that's left from our kitchen, I think, after the kitchen renovation. And ever since I took it down, I have this idea of turning it into a centerpiece for our dining table so that there's a little bit of something that's left behind from our old kitchen. You have to excuse my voice because I'm getting over a sore throat. The first thing that I want to do is I want to paint it. I want to give it like a whitewash paint. So I came outside to do all that work, and then I'll take it back inside to do the actual centerpiece. Step one into getting it painted is a really good clean. I'm using a Clorox home cleaner and a rag, and I'm using this spatula, which is not clean at all, but who cares, to scrape off some things that need to come off from the wood. Next we sand. I'm using my sander to do this, and this sandpaper is 120. It's kind of worn out though, so I might have to replace it to get a good sand, but we'll see how it goes. And the mask, because I swear I cannot afford to drag this sore throat any longer. Believe it or not, I have never done a whitewash before, but from what I've seen and the research that I've done, it's fairly easy and it's not something you can screw up. So that's kind of like my hope. I'm gonna mix some white paint with water and I'm gonna test it. And when I get it to work, I will come back here and tell you the ratios that I used. That was not enough water. The paint felt still kind of thick, and the more I spread it, I thought it would get lighter, but it was just like drying up really fast. Luckily, I had the cleaner right next to me and I was able to remove most of it fairly quickly. So I'm gonna add some more water and test it again. This is much better. I would say it's 1 part paint, 1 part water. However, the white was a little too white, so I added like a drop of gray paint. It's very little, but I feel like it made all the difference. We're back inside and it's looking really good. I actually had no intention of painting all the insides because it's gonna be all hidden. I mixed way too much paint for what I need, so I went ahead and did that. But I didn't do a great job with all the corners because I just don't think it's necessary. This side over here, like all the outer sides, are the parts I care more about, and it's looking really good. Let's try to assemble it, and as I go, I'll share with you everything that I'm using. Pool noodles that are left over from summer. Fall garlands. I got these from Michael's. Each one is 6 feet tall. Taper candles and candle holders. I got these from the dollar store, which I think is a really good value. I did find some options on Walmart and Amazon. I will link it for you in case you're looking for something similar. I love the battery operated candles because this is going to be such a masterpiece that I want to turn on all the time without having to worry about the flame. Baby pumpkins. These are so adorable. Got it from Michael's for like $5. Cute little mushrooms. How adorable are these? I'm obsessed. I got these from the dollar store and I actually haven't even tried to look it up to see if it's anywhere else, but check the description. If I find something, I will link it for you. It's coming together, it still needs some work, but I am desperate to fix the candles because they keep tipping over. I was thinking of something that could be easy to shape to put between the candle and the holder so the candle can stick in place. And I tested out Play-Doh and it works really good. So a small piece of Play-Doh between the two makes it stick really good. After I finished situating the candles, my camera was off because of a timer that went off on my phone. But basically what I did is I fluffed the leaves a little bit more and I adjusted the height of all these pop-ups so that they are giving like the right dimension, and that's something that you just have to play with if you're making something like this. I also took out some leaves like this on the outside because I think it looks so great against the wooden frame. I do want to go in the backyard and see if I can find some pine cones. I think pine cones in here would be so good. And I wish I had like a little squirrel that I can put in here. I think it would look so cute, but I don't have one, so that's okay. But let me go see if I can find some pine cones. I found some. They do need to be cleaned a little bit, so I'm gonna use this brush that I shared with you last week to just give them a quick clean. I actually have a nostalgic story about pine cones. When I first came to America, I was 12. It was October 1999, and one of the TV shows I was watching, I believe it was HGTV, and it might have been Martha Stewart, I'm not sure, but there was a whole episode about doing crafts with pine cones, and I remember being blown away. And then a few days later, I was walking to school and there were a bunch of pine cones, and I just couldn't believe that they were just out there for people to take. And I just felt like I just found like a hidden gem, like I found a treasure, you know. And I started every day on my way home from school picking up as many pine cones as I can, taking them home, trying all these craft ideas. And just now, me cleaning these pine cones and trying to decorate my home with it takes me back to when I was 12 and I had just come here, and it was just, I don't know, it was so special. Now that I have them cleaned really good, I'm just gonna spray them with insect repellent spray. This is kid friendly, so because this is sitting at my table, I want to make sure there's no bugs in there. It also smells really good, like there's a lemon zest scent to it, and so it works pretty good in this situation. Alright, I think we're all done. I'm gonna take the camera down and show you a closer look. As a reminder, here is the before and here is the after. I hope you guys loved this video and it inspired you to create some DIY craft for the holiday. I'll say bye for now and I'll see you next time. Bye!